What's up, freaks and geeks? Welcome to episode 39 of The Good, the Bad, and the Freaky. Ian and TJ here in the Freakopolis Geekery comic book section, and we got a bunch of awesome topics for you this week.
Yeah, this week we're talking everything from fantasy to sci-fi to horror to superheroes and more. So if you're a fan of any genre, this will be the show for you.
Stick around after the jump to see our thoughts on this week's nerd news. So this week, as you can see, we got a bunch of stuff on the table. But we'll start off with my good, which is this one. Astonishing X-Men #1, obviously by Marvel Comics, written by Charles Soule, art by Mike Deodato, so bunch of great names on this book. Charles Soule is one of my favorite writers currently in the business. He puts out some of the best Marvel stuff like Daredevil, Darth Vader, as well as his book with Image, Curse Words. These are all like my favorite things to read.
For real.
And this did not disappoint at all. It's a very weird X-Men story that is the final chapter in the sort of rebirth of X-Men stories following Inhumans versus X-Men.
Right.
And so it's a super cool team. It's got Gambit, Old Man Logan, Rogue, Phantom X, Beast, Angel, and Psylocke. So
that does sound pretty cool.
Yeah, a nice, really cool mix of characters. And the general premise is somebody is killing psychics around the world, of which Psylocke is one. And there's a number that are super powerful, like Jean Grey or Emma Frost. He hasn't gotten to them yet, but he did take control of Psylocke in this issue, who reached out to some of those other X-Men in an effort to save her from, I believe, what they call the Shadow King. So they come to her rescue. There's these huge, awesome action set pieces throughout the book. And then it really delves into where this story is going to go, which seems really strange and weird. I'm very excited.
Yeah, that sounds like a cool take on an X-Men title, and definitely a different team than I've ever heard of before.
Yeah, it's sort of a strange gallery of heroes that have come together just thanks to Psylocke reaching out. But it was great, man. It was oversized, so you get a ton of content in there. And I'm definitely looking forward to where this goes. The new X-Men stuff has been great, and I think this is a strong addition.
Sounds good. So my good this week, no surprise, Game of Thrones. It finally came out, one of the highest budget television seasons ever to hit the screens. And obviously this first episode was a bit of setup, but that's all we needed. We know it's going to be epic.
Yeah, it started out really strong with that scene. We can't spoil too much, obviously. But it started out really strong and just carried through, seeing all those bits and pieces of characters and seeing where they'll be going in this season is really exciting.
Definitely, and everything is there. We finally got the dragons and the armies, and the people we want to see battle it out are going to battle it out. So
yeah, they're making big preparations for winter, as it were.
Yes.
Which is very exciting to see how that'll play out. Of course, Daenerys and her dragons are taking the stage now. It was a great entry, I think.
Yeah, very much so. The cinematography in some of the scenes was incredible, and as always, the music just drove the whole thing forward.
So that's that prop.
Yep.
Let's move on to this one. Over the weekend, the D23 Disney Expo took place in California. This is where Disney comes out and says, hey, these are all the things we're doing in the next couple of years. There's a bunch of stuff from classic Marvel, like Sleeping Beauty, as well as Pixar, and of course, Star Wars. And finally, Marvel, who got a huge look. The people in the theater got a giant look at the upcoming Infinity War, which is the culmination of all of Marvel's movies up until this point.
Something like 23 movies until Infinity War.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's never been done before, and it's just on a scale that's unbelievable. The cast and crew got together on stage. There was that great picture of them all gathered, and it had like 15 heroes that we've all learned to love throughout the movies. But sadly, the general public is not getting a look at the Infinity War footage, and that's why this is my bad. Of course, you can read accounts of people.
Yeah, I read like 7 blog posts on what they saw there.
Yeah, just trying to gather all the bits and pieces together. But it's a little disappointing that the general public has to wait so much longer.
Yes, I know, with such a wait already to get there. But on the bright side, the imagery that they did discuss sounds pretty awesome. So
yes, it sounds amazing. but I need it now.
Yeah, right?
Of course, San Diego Comic-Con's coming up this weekend, so another group of people might get a look. I doubt the public will get it at this point. It's probably going to be another few months. But fingers crossed, I guess. You know,
Yeah, I
you never know
suppose so.
what happens.
So my bad this week. Sadly, horror fans and everyone kind of mourn the loss of George A. Romero, the father of the modern zombie genre. Without him, we wouldn't have any of Max Brooks' works following zombies or any of The Walking Dead and whatnot.
Yeah, he really did seminal work in the formation of the zombie genre, really, which obviously has done has made waves in geek culture and pop culture worldwide.
Yep.
And it's all thanks to him.
It really is, and you can catch one of his original films, Night of the Living Dead, on YouTube. It hasn't had copyright for quite a while now, so if you want to see exactly what his work was and how it inspired a lot of the horror genre, especially zombies these days, you can catch it.
Yeah, really is a shame, but thank you for all the stuff you gave us anyways. Truly a visionary.
Absolutely.
So you want to move on to Freakies?
Think so.
All right. My Freaky this week is a newly released board game under one of my favorite properties ever. This is Rick and Morty, Anatomy Park, the game.
That was a fantastic episode.
Yeah, and it basically lets you play out the episode Anatomy Park from Season 1 of Rick and Morty with your friends.
Cool.
Yeah, it's 2 to 4 players, ages 18 and up, which I'm sure bends a little either way, but there's plenty of adult material in Rick and Morty,
Yeah.
and I think they captured that here. 30 to 45 minutes, so nice,
Pretty quick to
and
go,
easy.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. So you take on the role of one of the characters from that episode, either Rick, Morty, or his subordinates that were
Right.
building the park inside of the hobo Reuben. To make the best anatomy park you can. There's a ton of awesome attractions and rides and food that you lay out on the board. It's sort of a tile laying game.
Gotcha.
As well as focus groups, bodily reactions. So when something goes wrong in the park, Reuben responds by doing something, as well as diseases, which made a huge appearance in the original episode. They now threaten to take down your park. And so you're trying to create the best park you can.
Gotcha. So, I mean, certainly if you're a fan of tabletop and a fan of Rick and Morty, this is a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's got to be a must-have. Rick and Morty has a bunch of board games coming out.
Interesting.
They have a deck-building board game as well as another one, I believe. So this is just the start, but it seems hilarious, fun, packaged nicely. I'm
Gotcha.
excited for it.
Cool.
Super freaky.
So my Freaky this week, HeroClix hits us with another set, much awaited, DC's Elseworlds, and I'm going to open a booster.
So this is in line with the Marvel What If that was released for HeroClix's 15th anniversary.
Yep.
Instead of Marvel What If, it's
We have
DC's
DC
Elseworlds.
Elseworlds. Got an awesome Batman, Super Police, Superman, The Flash, and another Superman.
All right.
Yep. I mean, if you're looking for some classic DC characters, you can definitely find them in here. New versions of those classic characters, but I bet you the chases that you can find in this set are absolutely
Probably
fantastic.
wild, yeah.
Yeah. Not to mention, also sitting with us, towering Wonder Woman.
Yeah, they put out a Colossus just for this event.
Yep.
This is definitely cool. I assume these two Supermen are different.
Yeah, they
One's
certainly
more
will have
rare.
different backgrounds. Yeah, one has a different rarity marking, and all the sculpts and paints are very good.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah, if you're a fan of DC stuff, this is definitely an awesome set for you. Let's see. They have the Justice Riders, which is sort
Right.
of Wild West themed.
The Elseworld, of course, is the feature of the pack.
Right. Planetary and the classic Justice League of America.
Gotcha.
So definitely a solid set.
Another thing that we saw that looks pretty awesome out of this set is Wonder Woman's invisible jet as a vehicle, colossal vehicle, which will be an OP prize in the near future.
Yes, we'll be playing that and giving out some invisible jets. So keep an eye on those Freakopolis events on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And that will do it for episode 39 of The Good, the Bad, and the Freaky. Thank you guys so much. If you feel like it, or you could, please like, share, subscribe, comment, any of the above. Or better yet, stop in to the Freakopolis Geekery in Whitehall, New York. We'd love to talk comics, Rick and Morty, Game of Thrones, Infinity War, or HeroClix, or
Zombies,
tons of other stuff.
anything, yeah.
Thank you guys so much.